Do you realize what a fool you are? You are a fool.
Well,
do you realize that?
Well,
why don't you get the MAGA wax? Why don't you? Why don't you?
2 points. One, I wanted to say is, man, that Democratic MAGA guy that calls in is phenomenal. Whenever he calls, I stop whatever I'm doing.
Hey, Mr. Democrat MAGA, you're not funny, so just go ahead to your point.
Clarence.
Yeah, don't give up your day job. You're not funny, so go ahead and make your point, and we can have a conversation.
Okay,
go ahead.
Two items. All this talk, like the Epstein thing, is going to be a big nothing burger. But one good thing is, I'm glad Jasmine Crockett exposed all these Republicans.
Okay, before we get to your right-wing sarcasm, and I'll let you get to it, but before we get to your right-wing sarcasm, what do you mean the Epstein files are going to be a nothing burger? Would you look at the dozens and dozens and dozens of women that have come forward that claim that they were raped and that are emotional and crying? Would you tell them that it's just a nothing burger? What do you mean by nothing burger, sir?
What I mean is, when this report comes out completely redacted,
it's not going to come out. It's not going to come out completely redacted. The guy who you voted for is trying to make sure it doesn't come out. So what are you talking about? Let me ask you a question. Okay, hold on. Listen, I want to ask you a couple questions. All right. If you think this is a nothing burger, can you give me one logical reason why they're giving Maxwell preferential treatment? If it's a nothing burger, like you say, why do they give Maxwell a dog? Why did they send her to a Club Med minimum security prison, unprecedented for the 20-year sentence, found guilty? Why are they treating her like a VIP if this is in fact a nothing burger? Can you help me understand that one, please, sir?
Well, it doesn't matter, because if you're...
No, it does matter. No, it does matter. No, it does matter. No, it does matter.
Who's going to get in trouble? This wouldn't come out.
Okay, hold on. I need you to answer my question. It does matter, because this is unprecedented, and we have a woman who was one of the biggest sex traffickers of all time in this country. So now I'm going to ask you the question again, and give me a good educated guess, if you may. Your claim is that the Epstein... Hold on.
You don't know, nor do I.
The Epstein files you're claiming are a nothing burger. Why would they give preferential treatment to a woman who was one of the biggest sex traffickers, found guilty, by the way? Why would they do that? And don't say it's to give her security. No, because you wouldn't send... George Santos got like 7 years or 6 years, and they put him in solitary confinement for his security. So don't give me that excuse.
Yeah. Although Epstein, when they put him in regular jail, he was
okay, so give me a reason.
Worry about that.
Give me a reason why they would send her to a Club Med.
Or why Epstein would be murdered.
Yeah. Why would they send her to a Club Med? Please stick to that for a moment, sir. And
okay, so nobody knows for sure, but I would say probably, and you don't know who she's protecting on which side, probably a little bit of both. But the Epstein file itself isn't a nothing burger, but what's going to come out is. It's going to be nothing. It's like when you guys had your...
You're not answering my question. I didn't ask you. I didn't... why do I have to ask you 5 or 6 times? The question...
Also,
hold on a second. I'm not answering your question until you answer mine.
He just wants that Jasmine Crockett racist comment, doesn't he?
The question... I know this guy's a racist. The question... I know you're not. Okay, let's forget it. Okay, let's put your white hood away in the closet and please answer my question, okay, sir? I've now asked it 4 times. Give me a logical reason why. 5th time. Thank you, Ryan. I forgot counting. Okay. Why has Maxwell sent to a low minimum security prison with a dog? She's allowed to go on a laptop. Guests are getting snacks and drinks. She's allowed to play tennis. She's allowed to do yoga.
A sex trafficker having access to the internet.
Right.
That's interesting.
Give me a logical reason why the Trump administration, not the Biden administration or a Democrat, why would the Trump administration do this? Now, if you don't know, then just tell me, or if you can't go ahead.
Okay, from the outside looking in, and you don't know, nor do I, or the judge. It looks like to get it looks obvious. Yeah, they're trying to shut her up.
And why are they trying to shut her up? Wait.
No. Who is they?
Who's they?
Say it.
It's hard to say because there's...
No, it's not hard to say. You know who it is. Say it.
No, say who it is.
I'm going to say there's
who's they?
People. Let me just say my sentence.
No, you're not. No, who's they? Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. Who's they? You idiots are always the ones that say they killed Charlie Kirk.
Dude, as soon as
who's they? Answer the damn question. Who's in charge?
I'm trying. Listen.
Answer it.
We're not crying.
Let me say something. So,
God, the way you morons curl yourself into a MAGA pedophile defending pretzel is unbelievable. Who's they?
Well, listen. Okay, so my guess, besides very powerful... Let me just finish before you jump all over me. besides very powerful politicians, I believe there's very powerful world leaders, financial leaders in the world.
I don't think anybody disagrees with
everyone.
that.
Okay, but that's not the question. Donald Trump was the guy who gave the okay for his former personal attorney to go in there and send her to a Club Med facility. Who is they?
Yeah, and nobody's arguing what
It
you just
wasn't his
said, by the
personal
way.
attorney.
Oh, really? The guy,
Okay.
Blanche? Oh, really? Blanche was never Donald Trump's former personal attorney? Really?
I thought they said the attorney general there.
No, Pam Bondi was never interviewing Maxwell. It was a guy by the name of Todd Blanche, who was Donald Trump's former personal attorney. You don't know what you're talking about. By the way,
well, look at the bright
Donald
side.
Trump.
At least a lot of Republicans got exposed yesterday in that press conference before.
Not to me. They've always been a bunch of cowards. Now, you didn't say the word Donald Trump because I think you're the coward. But go ahead with your stupid Jasmine Crockett question. Go ahead, sir.
It was embarrassing.
What's
deep
embarrassing?
Research? She mixed up the Epsteins. It was a Dr. Epstein that's a doctor that made contributions to different politicians. It wasn't even Jeffrey Epstein, and she came out with smoking guns. It's embarrassing.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Jasmine Crockett Jasmine Crockett may have made a mistake and maybe might have Okay, so hold on. I'm wondering, where were you for the last 9 years? Do you need voter ID to buy bread? Do you was it Jeb Bush that got us into the war in Iraq? Did Donald Trump defeat Barack Obama in the elections? These are just things that Donald Trump has said over the course of the last year. So I'm wondering, the one person that you decide to criticize because she might have misspoke happens to be a black woman. I'm wondering if there's any correlation there. So of all the stuff that's going on right now in the country and all the huge cover up, which they're covering up for Donald Trump and Pam Bondi lying for Donald Trump, that to be true. Of all the things that are going on and people losing their medical coverage and people losing their food stamps and the inflation going up for the 5th month in a row, the jobs report, terrible. There's still a war going on in the Ukraine. There is no peace in the Middle East. The tariffs are ruining the economy. But you decide your one criticism of Democrats happens to be Jasmine Crockett misspeaking and mixing up an Epstein with another one. Do you realize what a fool you are? You are a fool.
Well,
do you realize that?
Well,
why don't you get the MAGA wax? Why don't you? Oh, stop it. Here, I'm going to give you some advice from Dr. Shapiro. Are you ready for this? I don't care what the hell your name is. I'm going to call you MAGA buffoon, okay? Get the MAGA wax out of your ears. Take your Donald Trump knee pads off. Wipe your mouth, and I hope they deport you to Gaza. Okay, sir? What do you think about that?
I'm just bringing it up because you
get the hell out of here, and good luck at your Klan rally tonight, you doofus.